Hi everyone, and thank you for watching another Breaking Elegance vlog. This is vlog number 3. Usually I call these the Breaking Elegance vlog or not. I'm your host, Angel, and today we're going to be talking about Android Wear and how much it has pissed me off for over a year. I've been waiting for Android Wear 2.0 to come out, and I've been let down. Even though I am in love with Google, I use Google everything pretty much. But don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Apple, it's just my personal preference. I've been using the Google devices, anything with Android, for a very long period of time. I did have a couple of iPhones, and as a matter of fact, I did order an iPhone 7. Hopefully that will be within this week, and that way nobody calls me an Android fanboy. Because I'm not. I believe that Apple actually is pretty good, and I have nothing against it. But with that said, going back to Android Wear. Android Wear 2.0 was supposed to be out in the beginning of February. And they said they were going to start rolling out Android Wear, and I haven't gotten it in my hands. There, yes, pun intended. So this guy right here is the Huawei watch. And the Huawei watch was probably one of the watches that should be main in line to get Android Wear 2.0. Instead, what we get is the LG watch released with Android 2.0 and no Android 2.0 for anyone else. Another damn freaking angry hitch that I have against most of these watches is that they have 4 gigs and the memory is anywhere between 512 and 700 and something megs, and that is still, to me, very low specs for things that have been out this long. I mean, seriously, at least give me more storage capacity so that I can put some audio on the device and use it to go to the gym. At least release something with more storage. That would be a little bit nice, you know, like at least 16. You gave us 4. 16 is not a lot to ask for. I would go overboard and say 32. Come on, guys. On that note, Movado has finally joined the Connect game. Movado is supposed to be releasing in the fall Movado Connect watch, which is really kind of cool to me. I would love to see that, maybe even get one on my hands. So Movado, if you're watching, I can test that for you, and hopefully it has Android Wear 2.0. Moving on to what the actual episode is about. Starting a YouTube channel from scratch. So as you guys may know by watching the channel right now, I am a brand new YouTuber. I'm trying to do something that I feel like almost no one has done. I'm trying to be transparent and help other people build their YouTube channels so that they can get their content out there. So I'm going to be sharing on these vlogs whatever I can on the equipment and the methods and things that I do in order to put out my videos. So in order to start a YouTube channel from scratch, you need to know a couple of things. The first pointer I'm going to put out there is get ready to suffer. One, if you're doing this to just make money and just put videos out there, this is not the right platform for you. You need to really focus and concentrate on the content and make sure that it's something that people want to watch, that you're catering towards people, and that you really care about people and putting content out for them. Because this game is heavily based on watch time. So if your videos are crap, people will think they're crap, they will not watch them, you will go nowhere with them, and that will suck for you because you're putting a lot of time and investing a lot of time into making a video. Another thing that you need to understand is that you need to be consistent. So consistency is key, and I'm not getting this from the middle of nowhere. I have so many mentors that are helping me, and they're not helping me directly, but they're helping me online. And I'm going to recommend a couple of them right now. If you're not watching these channels, then you're doing yourself an injustice and you're hindering yourself. Video creators with Tim Schmoyer, definitely want to subscribe to that channel. Daryl Leaves, you want to subscribe to that channel. These guys know what they're talking about. Trust me, you're going to love me if you watch their content. Another one is video influencers with Sean Cannell. Great content, great channel, and he has a couple of things out there that you can sign up for. So does Tim. They both have like these courses you can sign up for if you really want to be a good content creator. I personally signed up for video influencers. I haven't really gotten a chance to go through the coursework, so I haven't really had the time because I'm making these videos, which is kind of ironic, but I did go through a couple of the videos and they're great. So if you're not doing that, do that, and definitely you're going to love me for that. At least do that. Follow them. Oh, almost missed this one. Roberto Blake, another great channel to watch if you're going to go ahead and start a YouTube channel. They're the experts. I'm just a beginner, but I am trying to follow their advice to the T, and I feel like I have done a couple of those, or followed most of everything that I could follow to the T. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm trying to make great content, and of course, the real reason I even started a channel was because I really want to help people improve their lifestyles with technology. So that's one thing right there. That's an example of knowing the content you want to put out. My content consists of any technology that could help people improve their lifestyle, including home automation, things like smartwatches, things that actually help you get things done or just make things easier to do. So that's my method, and that's what I'm trying to do. Now, the next thing that you want to do, besides making sure that your content is good for people and making sure that you're actually just doing the right thing and being consistent, then you want to make sure that you have the proper equipment. People do not want to listen or look at a channel if they can't hear you right. So you're going to need to invest in some equipment. And I'm going to show you what I'm using, but I think I went a little bit overboard. What you're watching right now is being filmed on the Sony A6300, which is a great camera, but it does have an overheating issue where you need to really rush to make your videos, otherwise the camera might fail on you. But I do have an alternate, let me get this in frame, alternate A cam, which is, I love Sony a lot. Trust me, I think these cameras are great, besides the overheating on that one. They record in 6K and downscale to 4K, so great video quality is going to come out of that. This is the A6500, and this one does not, by far, I haven't had the overheating issue. It can overheat, but it takes a lot longer than the A6300. And this one is also loaded up with my Sony 18 to 105, and this is the perfect combination. The 10 to 18 and the 18 to 105 lenses are what I use, and I could definitely recommend them because they give you the right range. You'll have a range from 10 to 105 if you have a combination of these two lenses. They're both f4 aperture lenses, which might not give you that crazy shallow depth of field, but they will give you a clear shot. And for now, until I could afford something like a G Master lens for a full frame camera, that will give you the milky, super great background feeling and the shallow depth of field, that lens by itself costs more than that camera that you're watching this on with that lens. And that lens is about 850 bucks, but it's worth every penny. All of this stuff is going to be listed in the description below if you're interested. Let's go ahead and get some B-roll so you can see what I'm talking about and how the rig is set up on that side. So, sorry for the mess, but this is the rig setup that I'm recording with right now. So you have the Sony A6300, a FeelWorld monitor so that I can get the shot framed properly, and I have the Zoom H5 for audio recording. And then I got these guys right here. That's one LED light, and you're definitely going to need some lighting, and that's the other light that's mounted up there. And those lights are pretty good. I really like those lights, so I have nothing against them. And they were about $110 to $120 a piece. All of this stuff is going to be listed in the description below if you're interested in purchasing any of this equipment. It also, those are going to be affiliate links, so if you want to help out the channel, get, you know, some more stuff done, that will definitely help us, and I will greatly appreciate that. So That's one thing you're going to need to be ready for. Investing some money to make the channel better, because if you want to grow, you want to make sure that you have the best possible content out there. You don't need to spend a ridiculous amount of money on equipment. I just went overboard. There are other things that you can purchase. You can even start with a webcam if so be. As long as you make content and the content is really good and that content is really aimed at your general people, the people that you're trying to serve, then as long as they're number one, you should be fine. Another thing you need to be ready for is learning. You will never stop learning, because you need to do 1,000,000 things as one person. You're going to be the person filming. You're going to be the person thinking up the ideas that you want to put through. You're going to be the person doing the video editing in the beginning. All of this stuff needs to be done, so you're going to need to learn some sort of video editing in order to clean up your video and make it visible, a little bit better, a little bit more eye candy for people to actually stay glued and watch. Another thing you're going to need to do, there's a lot of things you got to do, is really optimize your video. And by optimizing the video, I mean the description needs to be on point, the keywords need to be on point, and the actual title needs to be on point. If you do not do this, don't make a video, because no one's going to find it. So you need to make sure that your description and your video titles and those keywords are there. I made a mistake, and I started this channel over in December in 2015, made one video, which was a horrible video, so I deleted it. And it got found by absolutely no one. And that was because I did not bother to go ahead and put a good description or any of that. I didn't really know about that, but now I do. So hopefully this saves you some headache and some heartache if you're starting a YouTube channel. Make sure that you're consistent. Make sure that you know what you're doing this for, what type of content you're trying to put out, who are the people you're doing it for. Make sure that you have the best possible quality that you can put out the moment you're making these videos. Don't go overboard, but if you can invest a little bit into the channel, it's going to be a much better output for you and output for the watcher, because it's going to make it easier to understand and easier for them to see. So make sure you invest a little bit of money, even on a cheap microphone, something to put some content out there. One of the things that I use for voiceover, and you probably have seen in a million other channels because it's super popular, is this guy. This is a great microphone if you're doing any voiceover, if you're not really in the shot. Great microphone. So, like I said, all of that's going to be listed below. If you have any questions, or if you have any suggestions, something I could do better to improve this channel, go ahead and leave me a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you do not like anything that you've seen in this video, do what you have to do. Give me a thumbs down, but please leave a comment and let me know how I can make the next ones better. This has been a learning experience for me, and I just want to make sure that I give a little bit back. I make it a little bit easier for other content creators, and I help you guys out. With that said, have a great one.